Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. NFL MVP rankings: Lamar Jackson outduels Jayden Daniels to take top spot after Week 6. Mayfield threw for 325 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 51-27 win over the New Orleans Saints last week, to take the NFL lead with 15 touchdown passes thrown this season. Was the performance enough for Mayfield to sneak onto our USA Today Sports NFL MVP rankings? Sorry, Baker. Not yet. Leading the league in touchdowns is impressive, like Tampa Bay's 4-2 start. But Mayfield also threw 3 interceptions in the win over the Saints. And we still remember Kirk Cousins outplaying him a week earlier in the Bucs' loss to the Atlanta Falcons. There's a new number 1 atop our MVP list, and a newcomer to the MVP race. Here's our NFL MVP rankings heading into Week 7. Allen retains the 5th spot in our MVP rankings after helping the Bills break a 2-game skid with a win over the New York Jets on Monday Night Football. Allen scored a touchdown and threw for 2 more in the 23-20 win, where windy conditions caused kickers to miss several field goals and turn the contest into a tight affair. Allen sealed the game with a 6-yard run with 1:45 left, and the Bills ran out the clock. Still, Strouds' case is boasted by Houston's 5-1 record this season. The Texans overcame their Week 3 loss to the Minnesota Vikings with 3 consecutive wins. If Stroud lights it up against Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers this week, he'll certainly rise on the list. We've got a duo sharing the number 3 spot on our MVP list, and that's simply because they're the starting quarterbacks from the only 2 undefeated 5-0 teams in the NFL and had a bye in Week 6. Mahomes and the Chiefs return to action Sunday on the road against the San Francisco 49ers in a Super Bowl rematch that could see him improve his MVP case. Mahomes worked to keep the Chiefs afloat despite the losses of Rashee, Isiah Pacheco and Hollywood Brown boast his MVP case. Meanwhile, Darnold and the Vikings will host the Detroit Lions in an NFC North battle that could potentially be a conference title game matchup. Darnold's 11 touchdowns, which rank 4th after his week off, supports his MVP case. Daniels' MVP bid took a slight hit after the Washington Commanders were unable to pull off a big-time win last Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens. The rookie sensation has sparked Washington's 4-2 start, and potential to win the NFC East this season. But a win over the Ravens would have inserted them in the Super Bowl conversation. Washington is still top 5 in touchdowns scored this season with 19, including 13 rushing touchdowns behind their rookie catalyst. There's plenty of season left to be played for Daniels to continue his MVP case, but he is no longer in the top spot. The 2-time MVP is atop our MVP rankings for the first time this season after another decisive win in Week 6. Jackson led 3 touchdown drives, throwing a touchdown to tight end Mark Andrews while running back Derrick Henry scored twice in Baltimore's 30-23 win over Washington last week.